Hey traders, welcome to QuadS Trading. My name is Simon, and if you short sell penny stocks, you absolutely must check out our Discord. So today we had 4 stocks pop on the Discord. These are just the scanners, essentially just stocks that pump 40% and they show dilution, and that they have a cash position that is terrible, so under 30 months. That is a requirement for us. So essentially we have all 4 here, but we'll start with analyzing ADTN because that was the first stock that did our VW strategy. So we short sell 2 strategies and we're working on a third. Strategy number 1 is our VW. Essentially we play around the VWAP. So once the stock pumps and it comes back down to the VWAP, that's where we take it to position, and then we cover at the purple lines, which is a moving average. And our strategy number 2 is where we find resistance and pivot points, and then we take a smaller position there because the stock is on its way up, and then that one there we average up as the stock goes up. But most of the time, once you find those resistance pivot points, the price just falls right after. So this is a VW1 and it's identified with a green circle here. So today prior, this thing here popped about what 52%. So when you see a green circle and it closes below the VWAP, this is your entry. So we enter at 267, and you just let the stock do its thing, and it tanked here at 220. So my exit, my profit target was 216. I had mine at 217, and I missed this one by 3 to 4 cents, which sucks because this would have been a nice win. From 267 all the way down to 220 is 17%. That means with our strategy, this is 1.7% account growth. So on a $10,000 account, you would have made $170 today. Now, when it dumps like this and it pumps back up, this is kind of like a red flag number 1, that this dump here is most likely the only dump that happens during the day. And then when the volume comes down, so this candle here shows 21K volume, and now it's pumping up. This is a little bit of a spike here, which is not a big deal. We see that once in a while. But the problem was the low volume and the price going up, up, and up. So when I see something like this with the low volume, I just do a range order from my entry to the take profit right here, and whatever gets hit first happens. So this one here, unfortunately, we broke even here, and as you can tell in the aftermarket, the price just went nuts. So we'll see what happens with this one here tomorrow. But today it was a break even on this trade here. The earnings is causes stocks not to pump as high. So this one here was a earning play. So it's a little bit added a little bit of risk. So that's why I did break even to take profit. I did not risk it going above just because I don't like playing the earnings. So red flag number 1, we missed our profit target here by 4 cents. Red flag number 2, red flag number 3, red flag number 4. I just decided, hey, let's break even. Let's have a look at X4, that one there. Let's have a quick look on the charts. So if we look here at this stock here, so we identified a pivot point all the way up here at 273. So as a VW1, there was no trade here. The stock did pump enough, but it didn't follow any of other conditions, like enough, profit target, that kind of stuff. So there was no VW play here. And then from here, it just went crazy. And this here is our nice pivot point that we identified. So if this price, right now it's doing a T1 halt, which is just halting based on news. So this will probably resume tomorrow or whenever, it decides to resume. So T1s, they're slightly different than like a stock halt from a price going up too quickly. So this one here can halt for as long as it takes to resolve the news that is being sent out. So anyways, so if this here pumps up here, I can guarantee you that we will take a position here unless the news is very significant. But this is it for X4. And then the other one that we had on our scanner is TRIB. TRIB, this one here, the chart just doesn't look clean at all. It's just low volume, and nothing is going on. All of a sudden, boom, a lot of volume, back down to no volume. It just didn't look clean. Definitely not a trade for us. And lastly, the other one is IOBT. This one here had a pump a couple days prior, somewhere around here. So some people in our Discord did take some entries up in here, and then you can take profit at the end of the day at 4 o'clock. This would have been a beautiful win right here. This has been a huge trade for the people who play the pivot and the resistance, but I play the VWs, and there was no entry from on this one here. But then you fast forward to today. At the end of the day, if your take profit is higher than your entry, doesn't make sense, not a trade. So unfortunately today there was no trades for us, well, except for the one that we broke even. But so far in August we are up about 12% on the month, and July we were actually up like 140%. So July was actually a really good month for us. Right now it's just slow because of the earnings. So once that's done, we'll go back to normal. But until then, do subscribe. Have a look at my daily recaps of our trades, and we'll see you in the next one.